Welcome to Digital Shop Talk Summer Edition. We're mixing it up a little bit for you. We're going to run through some of the top things that we think we know, and then we're going to have a little behind-the-scenes peek and meet some of the folks at Location3.
Yep.
What's new with you, Josh?
Had a birthday, turned 35. Just got a haircut just for this. You know, getting ready for dad life, honestly.
I like it. Yeah, we got a new parent coming around the corner.
Yeah,
7 weeks. Which is a great segue to our first news topic.
Yeah.
Snap versus Instagram.
Snap versus Instagram.
So there's been a little bit of a battle. Instagram released Instagram stories. Mm-hmm. They immediately had more users in Instagram stories than Snap had in their entire portfolio. So Snap just recently added, you can do longer stories. You can now do 6 10-second videos. And, you know, Snap IPO'd, and they're really kind of struggling with their user base because there's only so much you could do with putting a mustache on a face. So, question for you: Snapchat or Instagram stories?
I'm gonna go Instagram. I use Instagram stories, right? And full disclosure, I just started messing around with the story feature only probably about 3 weeks ago. I think I posted twice, and it's both been my dog. But I will say I engage with the Instagram stories a lot because I think it's kind of it's a unique way rather than just posting a single photo. I think that's what limited Instagram in a lot of ways. I like Insta. I'm a big fan of Insta. My parents asked me if they should get a Facebook page at one point. I told them no.
Just go to Instagram?
Just go to Instagram because they're big photo people, right? So I'm partial to Insta. Never really spent a lot of time on Snapchat. My wife loves it. But I also wonder, too, to your point on the user base, or why Snapchat might be struggling. My assumption and understanding is that the demographics are much younger on Snapchat. So monetizing that has got to be a lot more difficult if you're talking about 13-year-olds versus 35-year-olds like me, who I see a lot of ads now on Instagram, and I don't feel like they're that intrusive either. So I'm getting involved with Snapchat. Yeah, it's fun. Which leads me to my next hot off the presses. Gen Z is now the largest population in our demographic. 26% of U.S. people are Gen Zers. What year does that start? Like, what were you born for Gen Z?
Gen Z, I believe, is I'm not going to quote. Don't quote me live.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But it basically means like my kids right now.
Right now, right?
And that's
like 10 years oldish.
Between like I think like 0 and like 13.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
That makes sense.
54% of these young people prefer to shop online, which is the stat that I saw, which is like kind of silly, but like
you checked your credit card,
right? I mean, I've got everything on lockdown.
I know your kids play Minecraft.
Question for you: at what age do you anticipate Junior getting their first phone?
You know, I go back and forth on this because we've talked a lot about this. I could see 10 years old, right? Double digits. It's kind of a milestone in age, right? Especially if you're a little kid. But
it's interesting you say that because right now the average age for someone that's kind of in that time period is 10.
Is 10?
If you're 23 and older, the average age of you getting a phone was 16.
Yeah.
So we're introducing mobile.
Yeah.
And that mobile experience at a much younger age. So in 10 years, 10 is probably going to be way too old.
Probably. What I would like to do is if they could just bring back like the Nokia flip phone that doesn't do anything other than call. Because for emergencies, right? If you need to call me, kiddo, use the flip phone.
They have that.
They do.
You can call like 3 numbers.
Right. Okay. So maybe that's why.
But then you go to the school and every other kid's got an iPhone. And they're like, "Yeah, I don't want an iPhone. Billy's got an iPhone."
Start showing you Minecraft and Candy Crush and all that. Yeah.
So another recent real new advancement is that Google My Business is now allowing each individual business to post.
Big time.
So think of this like Google Plus. They rolled this out. They didn't really think about it. It didn't work. But now GMB, they're like, hey, what if we just add this posting ability, which was really what Google Plus was about, into GMB? Yep. People are going to want to use it. So if you have a location, you can log into Google My Business right now and post a special, an announcement, hey, there's construction, we're still open. It's right now, it's a headache for us because we can't manage it in bulk. But if you are a local business, you should be using that right now. So GMB Post, we'll put a link right here that you can go check it out. And last but not least, the prediction that no one got, that no one even thought of, is that you can now ask Google Analytics a question. On your desktop or mobile app, and it just came out like yesterday.
I was gonna say,
or a week ago.
Okay.
And so literally, log into Google Analytics. There'll be a little microphone button in the corner. You click that, and you could say, what, and it's all what questions. So you can't go in there and be like, why does everyone hate my website, right? You can't ask them that, but you can go in and say, what was my bounce rate last month compared to the same time last year? And it'll come up. So the power to the masses, the data for everyone movement is along. So question for you.
Yeah.
Are you Google Analytics certified yet?
I am.
Yeah.
Big time. But that I can see, that's huge because to me, just ease of use for analytics, because as anyone who's done the individual qualification, let alone some of the advanced stuff beyond that, it's not easy. And navigating that platform, I think people often get overwhelmed with the amount of data. What is analysis paralysis, we always say, right? So that is actually pretty cool. If you have even a base level understanding of the type of information that's going to impact your business decisions, that to me is a game changer. For
you're right. There is so many nuances to how the campaigns are named and data is segmented.
Yeah.
It can get really confusing really quickly. So that's all the news we have. All right, and we are back. We're going to do a little new segment here called Meet the Players. Who are you?
Hilton. John Hilton Rebel.
And what do you do here?
I am a customer service manager.
What does that mean?
That means that I answer any and all questions that our clients, Fast Signs, and Anytime Fitness may have.
So you're specific to franchise support and making sure that the individual franchisees are happy and their campaigns are working well and we're doing everything we can for them?
Correct.
Cool. Where are you from originally?
Originally from Havana, Florida.
Havana, Florida?
Yeah, not Cuba.
Where is that?
It's just north of Tallahassee, about 20 miles.
Okay, and how long have you been with Location3 for?
Almost 1 year, about 2 weeks shy of 1 year.
And what's the biggest thing that you've learned about digital marketing in your time here at Location3? If you could think of one thing that was like really an aha.
Well, that's easy. It's location, obviously. No, it's pretty neat to be able to see the things kind of behind the curtain, how everything works, and what it really takes to promote a company or an ad or a service. And it's pretty neat, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes on there.
Definitely.
Snapchat or Instagram?
Snapchat.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you an active snapper?
I am an active snapper.
What do you like most about Snapchat?
I think the coolest thing is as you grow up and you kind of move about the country, you can still stay close to all your friends.
Okay.
You can see what they're doing daily, and then also be able to show them what you're doing daily.
Are we Snapchat friends?
I don't think we are.
Can we be?
We can.
All right, I'm going to request you after this. Android or iPhone?
iPhone.
Have you ever considered an Android?
I've never had one. So,
no?
Yeah. I think if I tried to use it, it would just be very confusing.
It would be confusing? Yeah. I don't even know how to open an iPhone. And what's your favorite hobby?
Favorite hobby? That's tough to say. I have a lot of hobbies. I do enjoy playing my guitar, though.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or we might have to have you bring you in for some licks here coming forward.
Go.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
What else you got? You got anything? What's new in the digital world?
New in the digital world, Facebook.
Facebook? That's not new.
Yeah, but up and coming stuff. Good
stuff.
All
about Facebook?
Yeah.
Are you going to get your certification?
Maybe.
All right.
I've heard it's pretty difficult.
It's John Hilton, everybody. All right, and we are back with another behind the scenes. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Aaron Seifers. I work.
Seifers. I always say ciphers. Why do I always say ciphers? Seifers?
All right. No, it's people say that a lot.
All right, I got it. Okay.
It's Seifers too, but
so I've said it wrong regardless.
Yeah, I'm on the tech team, so I write all the software from the back-end components in Azure. So that's our main technology.
Okay.
And we spin off websites like Local Act. And I work on the UI piece as well. So
hot off the presses, we got some new collateral we're trying out.
Sweet.
For the platform. So for those of you who don't know, Local Act is our what we're calling software with a service. It is a local digital marketing suite, and Aaron is one of the rock stars. What's the official title? Software engineer supreme or software engineer?
Senior software engineer.
So what language do you write in?
Because I'm split in a lot of different areas. It depends on which area I'm writing, in the back is mostly C#.
Okay.
And then in the front, for the UI components, it's a lot of JavaScript and TypeScript.
Okay, cool. So you're back end and front end.
Yeah, full stack.
So that's what they call it, full stack.
Yep.
So did you decide along the way somewhere, like I want to be, like is it like you go to like medical school and you pick like radiology versus generalist, and is it at like some point along the line you're like I want to do it all, or how's that work?
Yeah, when I was in school, I was doing more sciencey programming type stuff.
Like computer science? Like,
yeah, full on, algorithms and robotics, things like that.
Cool.
A lot of fun stuff there, but it depends on, I just kind of fell into consulting.
Okay.
So that's how I started, and was doing, a lot of just business applications, systems integration, like ERP systems, a lot of content management systems. I've worked on a lot of those too.
Cool.
So that's really what got me into the UI side of things, and I just liked it ever since.
Right. So, well, if you guys ever have a chance to look at this platform, the UI is really slick. It's really cool stuff. Snapchat or Instagram?
Ooh, I have Instagram on my phone right now. I do also have Snapchat installed, but I keep forgetting my login password.
So not an active user?
No, actually I haven't made a single Instagram post.
So you're a lurker.
Yeah, you can say that. I'm a lurker. That's one of the user types for sure.
What generation do you identify with?
Millennials.
Millennial?
Usually I get bashed in there. I'm like on the older side of the millennials.
Do you know when the cutoff for the younger side of millennials is? Do you know what that is?
I'm gonna say around like 10 years younger than me. So
okay, you don't have to say your age.
Yeah.
What else? So you're relatively new to Location3,
yes.
Local Act.
Yeah.
What's been like kind of the coolest, most surprising thing about not the company, but just like the stuff you're working on and things like that?
I mean, we are, obviously we're adding a bunch of stuff to the platform on a daily basis, and the new features that kind of come down the pipeline are pretty cool in a sense that we get to, work on stuff that hasn't been, a lot of new code is coming out.
Right.
So, that's the best part is, all this stuff I'm working on is nobody's really done it before.
That's awesome.
So, and yeah, it's a lot.
So what are we? This is where I get over my pay grade. Are we agile, waterfall?
We're
Scrum,
pretty agile. Scrum agile. We don't really adhere to like a strict code or anything like that.
Right.
But we just have a dev planning.
Just get stuff done.
Yep, get it done.
Just crush it. What's like outside of your current work and like knowing you have this background in computer science? What would be like your dream project? What would be like the coolest like you could imagine like doing?
I really like like augmented reality type stuff. So building some designing system that you can.
Don't give away secrets. like Tron style.
Kinda, yeah. Oh, I develop games too on the side.
Cool.
So I'm working on a VR game right now where you can put on like yours got a Samsung there.
Yep.
So it's an Android app to start, and you can put on the
VR goggles. Yeah.
Yeah, and you'd be able
Sweet.
to fly a drone around. So. Because drones are expensive, and there's all these FAA rules.
Right, so you like virtually fly a drone around.
Yeah.
So are you Android or iPhone?
I personally use an Android, but I also own a Windows phone and an iPhone. So
multi-devices, and none of them have Instagram on them.
No. Well, one of them does, but
nice. Well, cool. Thanks for your time.
Oh yeah, no problem, man.
All right. Third part series of Get to Meet the Team. We have with us
Megan Sakis.
Sakis, that's how you say your name.
Yeah, a lot of people say Sakis.
That's what I say.
It's not it.
There's no L in there either. Okay. And what is it that you say you do here?
Why would there be an L?
I don't know.
Okay. I do SEO and LLM.
And what does that mean?
Search engine optimization and local listing management, and now local search optimization.
Nice.
Combination thereof.
Awesome. Ooh, I like it. That seems like a natural progression.
Yeah.
And how long have you been with Location3 for?
2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Were we your first job out of school?
No.
No. Or are we your favorite job out of school?
Yeah, this is the industry I wanted to be in.
Nice, awesome. So a couple poll questions. First, Snapchat or Instagram?
I wanted to say Snapchat, but I really like Instagram. I think Instagram now because you can basically Snapchat on your Instagram.
So they rolled out the stories,
right.
And then it was like,
yeah,
why
and not
Snapchat?
only did they roll out the stories, they also rolled out a lot of really neat features that are better than Snapchat, in my opinion. Filters are better. You can do a little.
So sell. Megan's advice if you own Snap stock is to sell.
I think so.
Sell now.
Yeah.
While you still can, or short it. You could short it and plan on them tanking, and that might be a good.
Yeah.
Is that the recommendation?
Facebook is also trying to do stories.
But Facebook owns Instagram, so that makes sense. Did you know that? All right, perfect. What generation do you identify with? Are you a millennial or are you younger?
I think so.
Do you know what the cutoff is?
No.
Do you know that Gen Z is now 26% of the U.S. population?
What's that? What's Gen Z?
That's the one after millennial.
So which one's that?
The youngest one.
So like your kids?
Yes, so like my kids.
Are Gen Z?
26%? 26% of the population is Gen Z. Wow. And they're saying the average age that they're getting a phone is 10.
Do your kids have phones?
My 10-year-old does. What do you think about that?
I didn't get a phone until I was 14, and it was only because I went to summer camp and didn't call my parents for 2 weeks. Otherwise,
so you got in trouble?
I probably still wouldn't have a phone.
So tell me one cool thing that's happening in the organic local space right now. What's like something exciting that you're doing for your clients right now that you're seeing kind of impactful?
Okay, I have a client right now who came to us and their site was just completely hidden by tabs, which there's a lot of debate going on right now with the new mobile index on whether tabs are fine or whether.
So that's when you pull up a page and the content is like you literally click, it just looks like a tab, and so the only the like first tab is indexed.
So originally Google said. If a user has to make an extra move to see your content, so unhiding it from a tab, then we're not going to give it as much weight because you're not showing it by default.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now with the mobile first index, people are saying, well, mobile experience is better with tabs for a lot of sites.
Right,
so is this
instead of infinite scrolling type stuff. Right.
So is this still going to be a factor? Are you still going to discredit that content? I think they said, I don't really know what they said. I don't think a concrete answer has been given. But we have a client that had a lot of content on their location pages that was hidden by tabs. Actually, like 90% of the content. It was like, click for details, you open it up, and there was everything. So we're removing that, and we've seen some good gains.
Really?
Yeah.
So just new keywords moving up in ranking and getting impressions and clicks and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, so 2 hot tips. Look at your tab content.
Yeah.
And sell Snapchat stock.
Yep. You heard it first from me.
You want to tell us one other thing about you? That's what do you like to do? Hobbies, favorite band?
My dad and I are going to play pickleball tonight.
Nice. I've never played pickleball, but I hear it's awesome.
Neither have I.
Really?
I've never played. I don't even know what it is.
It's like a wooden paddle on a tennis court with a small ball, right?
So there's
something
not
like
a pickle?
I don't think there's a pickle, but you let us know.
I'm canceling.
Pickleball, Google it.
I'm canceling.
And we're back with the UpVote. A lot of good conversations there. Good chance to kind of meet the team. We've
got an awesome group of people.
We've got an awesome group. It's summertime here. Everyone talks about how it's a slow summer, but it's actually bonkers this year with everything that's going on. Not just in the industry, but inside these 4 walls. So it's always good to get the perspective of some of our colleagues here. But for one of our colleagues, we're going to give a quick upvote to Amir Al-Saya. He's participating with a group called Urban Knights. Do a lot of charity work for at-risk youth in Denver. They've got a big fundraiser coming up. I think you said August 5th. It sounds like the date. We'll throw the link up. But awesome group. with a big commitment in our own backyard. So
yeah, Denver is a very unique city in that it's got very good weather. It's got some recreational activities that tend to attract various elements, and we definitely have a lot of younger folks on the streets here. You and I walk past it every day.
Yep.
And it's really refreshing to see Amir on his own go out. He's been a part of this. They're putting on an awesome event. Salt and Peppa are performing.
Right.
So we'd love for you, if you see this and want to make a donation or come to the event, we're going to have the link up here. But here's our upvote for Urban Nights and Amir, and getting involved in the Denver community. Thanks. I hope this was entertaining for everybody. Got a little bit out of it, and continue to have a safe summer.
Safe summer. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Go ask GA what happened to your site.